Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. A little bit of a this is middle of my work week. Thought I would show you what I do each day when I get up and started with Amanda Rose. Um, and I am not awake yet. But I did get home this morning from work and I noticed some wormholes out there. So I'm going to go check those out. Um, and if they're still around, and also just show you what I get started with doing, and a little bit of an update on the coercer thing, and if I can drop some skill points in, we'll take a look to see how better I can fit it out. So let's get started. I'm in the coercer right now. I'm not feeling like I have the ability to uh, mess with the fitting just yet, which is kind of nice. I like this ability to just come in and do something without being rightly awake. So let's just see here. Make active. Thank you. This will take about 5 minutes or so. And I really probably should be doing a video right now. Uh, Luckily, I'm not in I'm in low sec, but I'm not in death low sec. I'm not going to put myself. I would never try to PvP in the state that I'm in right now. I need at least a half hour, a good shower, and a good cup of coffee before I start doing anything like that, which I'm not good at PvP anyway. But down the road, I will be. I'm planning it out. You know me. So let's get going here. So nobody in system. Good. Let's see what we got out here. Let's load our probes in. So when I did get home, I did scout out these wormholes. Now there is a new SIP CTE. Okay, so those two are new. CSL is gone. That was an old one that was there yesterday morning, so I wasn't surprised that one was gone. It was to a wormhole that didn't have a station or anything, so it wasn't a viable option to move to. MAZ Sky. So, cool. And then NTG is gone because it was a data site. And I opened one can, got like 700,000 ISK worth of junk. So let's see what's in these two real quick. Get that going. Warp. If you've never watched the series before, while I'm warping here, I'll just let you know. This is a new series I'm doing. I did a prior one called where I lived 100 days as an alpha and pretty much tried to do a video every 2 days. But it wasn't just living as an alpha. I moved almost instantaneously out to low sec and out to NPC space. Had a lot of fun, learned a ton on that challenge. This challenge, which I think I will turn into a main character for personal reasons, I'll probably talk about that in the next video, is, or sometime soon, I'm having even more fun because I'm challenging myself, at least for the first 100 days, but for quite a while, to only fly using wormholes to get from space to space. I'm not allowed to use Eve gates, so I have to figure out tricks and trades and scout out areas a lot more rather than just taking the easy route, and it has caused me to learn a lot more. So, why didn't I hit scan there while I was doing that the whole time? Because I haven't had enough coffee yet. So, if you're wondering why I do the things that I do, this is part of them. It is getting me into a nice little um, system here of wake up, well, get home from work, scan system, go bed, wake up, scan system, get loot, go do other things. So um, I'm usually in my personal life, I'm very scattered. Where at work, I'm very. Oh, that's okay. So that's a combat site. Wait, is it SIP? Yep, combat. And then CTE. What are you? La da 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 dee. Oh, really? Now, my next major goal, it's going to take a little bit. I'm flying, I just got my courser up and running, and I'm working on the skills for that. My next major goal is to move into a cruiser. Now, that won't be for probably a week or two, if not longer, and start possibly doing some combat sites, doing videos on those on top of all the other ones that I do. Um, and just trying those out the same way that I do this. I do some research on the web. Hey, before I get any farther, I say this all the time, but I'm really liking more and more the comments that are coming through. I actually had for the first time, Vernie actually replied to another guy in the comments, one of the guys who watches the video. So one of the 5 guys who watches the videos replied to another guy. That was kind of cool. Um, still, so appreciate it, Vernie, for checking in there. I also sent in a reply to I think it was Ed. Um, Ed, I'm not the. If you're watching this video, I am not the best PvPer, but I will learn. Okay, so we got a gas site there. Cool. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing a pre-scan of the system of sites I haven't scanned down from this morning. I do know, and what I did here was I know that DVF, this one here, DVF, I warped into the system real quick to see what they looked like. It was a system of Naka. It's a low-sec system this morning. And then Sky, SKY, was another wormhole that went to the low-sec system of Shmail. I kind of took a quick look at Shmail. Um, I just don't think I've got the brain power right now to think about it. But just had somebody come in system there. 2 years, good. It was in LowSec. It had a station. It had a clone bay, and it also had manufacturing and refining. It did not have researching. The system here does. You know what? Let's go take a look at it. I want to see if there is. It is right on the edge of being my possible second home. I can have 2 homes as an alpha. So I can use 2 clones to bounce back and forth. Let's take a look at her here real quick. When I say I can have 2 homes, the reason why I say that is with this challenge that I'm doing, as an alpha you can have 1 more clone. Oh, I didn't have to bounce it all the way out. You can only do 1 extra clone. So, and since I'm only doing wormholes, once I lose connection to an area, I don't have any way to get back. So, but I can bounce back and forth between clones. So both systems have to be self-sufficient. Let's say I was to boot this up today, and there not be any wormholes, and there be like a bunch of player characters in the system that might want to kill me, or just it being boring, I can clone over to the other system. That's what I'm looking for. And so I was looking at this one that is in through this wormhole, Sky, and we'll see if this wormhole is still up and running. Good. It may be moot if this wormhole is ready, about to die. We'll find out soon. Oh, do I still have Shmail up? I think I do. Yeah, I do. So this is Shmail. I took a quick look at it this morning down here in Core Azure. The one thing I didn't primarily like is it is on a route toward Canid. So there might be some traffic going through there. It's also got multiple entrances and exits. Not a huge negative, but still trying to take the lay of the land. Would I be able to do my regular ratting and stuff without having a lot of people bugging me while I was doing that? Ultimately, I would love to find a system that has very limited access that I could then start doing some PvP to kind of defend the system, defend my rights to it in a way. If anybody ever wanted to join me in my corporation, we could maybe use that and then slowly branch out from there. But that is way down the road. I don't even have 1,000,000 skill points on Miss Amanda Rose here. So now you'll hear people say, "Well, you don't need skill points or stuff like for that for PvP. You need some, okay? You need some. Constantly going into a gunfight with a BB gun, you're gonna get killed a lot. You still need um, the fighting ability, but that becomes more and more evident the more videos I watch. But you still need some skills, so we're working on that. Let's see here. So let's go check out Shmail. Um, Naka had a station, if I remember correctly, but it did not, and it might have even had a clone bay or a production, one of the two, but it didn't have both. So Shmail was the better choice for me to move into. I do have the ability to move over there, to move into a new system. I Now that I made my BPCs for my scanning equipment, but I haven't fully fleshed out all the BPCs I want to carry with me. So this would have to be a really great system for me to do. Just a real quick heads up, if you ever, this is just one thing that was brought up to me in the comments before. If you want to save the wormhole spot, you can right click on the wormhole. I'm sorry, right click on it and save location, wormhole, Shmail. I might start doing this a lot more. Now I can warp directly to the wormhole versus warping to having to scan down and warp to the actual site um, uh, from my scan point. Let's get into this wormhole before somebody comes in and wants to kill me. Okay, so we got nobody in system. Now, if I remember correctly, Canid was a pretty quiet area. I lived there probably my very first stint as in playing Eve, probably 10 years ago, before I took my long break. Um, and do Control B, wormhole. Thank you. I probably should have done a save on that. I'm dumb. Um, so you notice here there is a station. Oh, let's check out the wormhole. I don't want it to die behind me. Show info. The worm beginning decay. Okay, so it's fine. Very large ships can go through here. So if I had um, a large freighter or battleship that I wanted to take, not freighter, industrial ship that I wanted to take through, I could do that through this. So this would be fantastic if I found it. And I was just, if I was, I remember back in the day I lived in Nullsec with a group, and finding a big wormhole like this was awesome because you take a bunch of stuff to market. So let's just, I'm going to get off of this wormhole so somebody can come through and kill me. Let's see here. So Shmail, what do you got for me? Um, the one thing I like is it's a 0.2 versus a 0.4 that I'm currently in. So if there's asteroid belts, the rats in the asteroid belts would be larger, more battleships that I can get more equipment off of. So that would be helpful. The station here, let's see here, it does have cloning, does have industry, and does have reprocessing. So this would make it a great spot to get started with, because I can build and warp to or clone to it. I'm gonna go ahead. We had somebody just come in. 2. Okay, good. Good to know. All I'm doing here is just checking out security statuses. If I want to go more in depth, I can use the kill board. Just getting a quick view as to we got a hound out here. Wagga Kids hound. And we got a third person in. Fantastic. So a little bit of traffic going on. Now, are these throughput guys? Guys who are just flying through. Second thing I'm going to look for is asteroid belts. So there are, looks like 7 asteroid belts. It's not a small amount, but it's not. I'd say it's medium to small number. Planets. That might be a big one. Orbital bodies. If it, what's that? Let me make sure. Okay, so this core scanner probe. Okay, what I was looking for there is whether or not they were combat probes or core probes. I am moving in a fast direction away from. Oh no, I warped to a planet. So if they were combat probes, they might be trying to find me and kill me. This Mr. Kozesian. Show info. There we are. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable there. Just keep moving. What I'm also seeing here is that there are stations owned by players. So that tells me that there's a good chance people live in this system. So that might be questionable there. Planets. So we got a lava, a storm, a gas, a temperate, a gas, a temperate, and an ice. So no plasma, but some interesting other ones. Probably do a lot of planetary interaction there. Can't do it as an alpha, but looking for long term. Anything else in particular? I would say this is so close. If I had found this system before I found my current one, this would be my first starter system. Oh, let's check out the market. So, blueprints. And let's just make sure we are in solar system because, you know, I can't warp out of it. So, looks like I can do a mobile depot, ships, and only make shuttles, of course. Harvest equipment, some whole armor repairs, scanning, just analyzers, okay. Shields, shield boosters, and shield rechargers. No, I can make a civilian booster blueprint. That's fantastic. Shield recharger blueprint. Is that? Oh, I pick those up. Nothing there. Smart bombs. Okay, ammunition. So the blueprints are kind of weak, or not. There are some, but not a whole lot. Looks like people are selling stuff here, though. Interesting. So we got some scan probe. Oh wait. Oh, Sisters Combat. Dang it! I wanted some regular Sisters probes. Need to keep an eye out for those. Looking for a couple blueprints, salvager blueprint, some other engineering blueprints, some rig blueprints. The other thing I'm looking for is to pick up some Sisters regular core probes so I can scan faster if I can find those. So that's kind of fun. Projectile ammo. So not a whole lot there. So somebody's making a few things here and selling them in the system, which is kind of cool. Cruisers. Faction cruiser. Navy faction cruiser. Vexor Navy faction cruiser. So 70 million ISK to jump on that. I don't have 70 million ISK. Alright. I'm gonna pass on this one. I like this system. This would have been my first a good starter system. But these are the things I'm kind of looking for that. So let's get back to our wormhole and get home. Warp, warp, warp. Did I make that earlier? I might have made that spot earlier this morning when I first started. I came home, jumped on, scanned down a site or two. I forget. Oh, the other thing too is that guy just came through and scanned everything. So I'm betting he scanned down those sites and there wasn't a relic site. So I'm not too worried about it. Normally I would hang out here and do that. I kind of want to go back and mess around with the courser. So Oh, wait, 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 wait. No, 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 no. I don't want to. What am I doing? Enter the wormhole. Don't go dock at the station. All right. Enter wormhole. Thank you. Whew. Oh, it's got stupid. There we go. And dock at station. Thank you. And we'll go ahead and load our corpus. So the second part I'm going to do for the video is it's kind of back asswards. Um, uh, it I could very easily use some third-party systems or things like that, but I do like to try things first in game and then dip my toe into researching things. You've heard me say that before. What I want to do here is the other day I watched a good video. If you watch my last video, I pointed out a guy did a great video on uh, getting more space for your power grid. And there might be better ones that are out there, but I just liked his video. I learned a little bit about it. So before I made the investment on skill points, I looked around for that. Now, what I want to do, that up there, let's pull up the cursor. Click here. So, if you watch the last video, I'm short on power grid right now. I can't do a number one, a major problem is not being able to do the afterburner. It'll give me a power grid issue. Actually, I'm short on CPU units. Interesting. Let's see here if I shut that down. Okay, and I need about 5 more power units as well. So, what did I do? I watched a video and they talked about weapon upgrades. Weapon upgrades for level 4 would take about 3 days. I've got a day and 14 hours left to go on it. And it does a 5% reduction in skill level, per skill level, and CPU needs of weapon units. So the weapon, I have 8 guns on this glass cannon. So that's a big bonus. The second part is when you do when you get this up to level 4, you're able to do advanced weapon upgrades up to level 3 as an alpha, and that gives you a 2% bonus for all weapon turrets and launchers. So doing both of these skills help both CPU and your weapon and your power grid. So what I was going to do, I like to save up my extra skill points I get each day for just specific things that happen right like this. So I'm hoping that whenever I throw my skill points into this, it will help. So let's try her out here. I've got 74,000 points to allocate. Let's take a look at my ship here. Let's write these down. This is more of a learning thing for myself. Let's close that out. And notepad. And let's go info. Wait, no. Fun stats. I like fun stats. Go ahead and do that. Did this in a prior video where I'll just write down the important things I'm looking at. So right now, my CPU is 9.2 left out of 201.6, and my power grid is 3.0 left out of 102.0. Now, there are other ways to affect this, but since this is a short day for me, this is the one I'm working on today. So what I'm doing is the 2 skills that I'm working on affect both my CPU and my power grid for the guns. Now, why am I doing it for this? Now, if you've only got the ability to use one gun or two guns, that doesn't affect your ship too much. But when you're doing 8 separate guns on here, that can be important. So let's just go back in. So we get that written down. Good, good, good. Don't need you. And I don't think I need you up. No. Okay. So that's helpful. Just read over these skills one more time. I know I'm going to do the advanced weapons reduction per skill of a CPU needs for weapon turrets and launchers. Sometimes I misread it. This is why I don't read things right off the bat. Sometimes I'll misread something, and that's why I'm taking my time on this. In the past, I think my last character, I made the mistake and I threw a skill in there for a day or two that I really didn't need. I misread it. So I think I'm reading this correctly. We're about to find out if I am. Hold on, I need some coffee. And then we'll get a little bit of light drone upgrade too, I think. Oh no. So this will take me all the way through, dropping this 74,000 allocated skill points. Get me level 4 of weapon upgrades and 1 and 2 levels advanced weapon upgrades. But I will find out about the weapon upgrades 3 tomorrow. Good, good, good. I'm feeling comfortable. I feel like I've done it. I should not do stuff like this while I haven't slept. So 3 skills done now. Those are all done. I still got that one there. Some stuff coming up there. Now, it did do it. I got more space on all of these. Okay, so I got 3.8 more on my power grid, and my CPU, I got 7.2 more. Well, let me rephrase both of that. It didn't increase my power grid. It lowered the cost of the guns that I was using for the power grid. Now I could very easily, it takes 9 days, upgrade my power grid skill. I have a level 5 that I can do. That would actually increase this number here and this number. And then I could do capacitor upgrade as well. That would increase that, I think, by 5%. But so what it did was it basically lowered the cost of using these. So I've got a little bit more of a gap here. Can I get the afterburner working? No! Dang it. 6.84. So it's saying that I need power units. So let's try that. That only gives me 1. I can throw in that battery if I want to. Really want some form of what should we call it? Some form of velocity expand. Gosh, I really want that afterburner. Did I build? I think I did. Let's find out. That was something I wanted to try out. I think yesterday I went to build the smaller guns. I put them in the hopper. Now I'm remembering. So that is the last thing I could do. Good, good, good. I did. I made some small focus pulsars. And I made a blueprint for my corp robe. So whenever I do find that new home, I'll use it. But I can, these small focus lasers. So they use a lot less power grid. Huh. This might work out for me in the end. So we're going to go back to our notepad. I don't need you up anymore. And now, how much damage am I doing with these standard crystals? And these, I'm at 120 DPS. And what's my range? The range for these is 22 and 19, 22, and 19 kilometers for my fall off and my optimal range. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get rid of these. So there we go. And we're going to get rid of the guns. Now there's other stats involved with this, but those are the two main ones. There's also tracking and things like that. This is just a quick one to see how much space I get. Because the other part too is I don't want this damage control. I actually want an armor repairer on here. So I'm looking for even more power grid and CPU space. Now how much can I get by putting on these small focused pulse lasers? These are just your basic pulse lasers, a little bit of an upgrade. Oop, we have one more beam laser on here. They use less power grid and CPU, but you get a lot less distance with them. Hello. Okay. Cool. No DPS going on there. Just give me a range. So the regular range is 12 kilometers and 9 meters, or 12,000 meters, or 9,000 meters, or 12 kilometers, or 9 kilometers. I live in the United States. I'm not the best with. Not gonna rant. Sorry. Now let's get our standard stuff on here. If I link these, will it automatically pop them in there? Hello? There we go. So that takes me up to 114, basically 115 damage per second. So I lose 5 damage per second. But I have room in my power grid and my capacitor. What's my range here? So I lose some range and I lose a little bit of damage. I think my tracking actually goes up. I'll have to check that out later on. I may even just look back at the video. And I'm sure there's other things involved with this, but can I get, and I can get my afterburner up and running. Now here's the question. Can I do, now I've got a compact armor repair here. I don't have a whole lot of CPU space. I've got 7 CPU and 6.2 power grid. I've got a couple of small different, here's my compact one. Let's see how much this one takes. Show the info. And then fitting 4 and 5. So I can fit that, I should be able to fit that one on. Now let's check out the other one. I try to stay away from using compact items unless I get a massive bonus from them. I don't like fitting a ship with compacts just to get it up and running, because that means that's kind of lazy. I'm not learning anything with that. So there's my enduring and fitting. It's like 5 and 5. I think I can do this. So let's dump that, dump you. Put the enduring on here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Where are you there? Enduring. So by upgrading my weapon upgrade, now I would not have been able to do this. Notice here my power grid is so close. I got 2.2 left. If I hadn't upgraded those skills and then changed out the guns, now I can fly what I want to fly. Cool. Unfortunately, the guy came in system. So I want to go fly my ship, but he's a 5.0er. Let's go see what damage I can do. Last but not least, you're probably going, why is he flying with the standard crystals? Because I'm trying out the basic crystals first, and then seeing switching out crystals. I'm slowly accumulating them as I kill rats out here. Um, I'll just show you here. I actually save all the crystals, my basic crystals. I'm going to try these out as I get 8 of them. I've got a multi-frequency microwave. And part of me, the reason for doing that is I really like trying things out first before I start studying them, just to get my feet wet. The other part too is you can be too book smart, read up on things, and never try something else. I've learned that in my travels, where there's a personal preference. Ooh, we got a blinker here. Interesting. Cool. Um, so that's kind of why I do the way I do it. Challenge myself with some weird thing like not going through wormholes or staying alpha for 50 days, um, but or 100 days. The other one is so that forces me to try things out, and then rather than reading the book, I do what I can do, and then I'll upgrade. So cool, cool, cool. Now that's small processor. What does that one do? Sorry, I know I got that blueprint. I'm just trying to. So I'm going to increase the. Oh, so I could actually make that. See, this would be a great. Hmm. I can't believe I haven't. Can I make these? I got this blueprint the other day. Forgot about it. Do I have the stuff to make them? Nope. I need some conductive polymer. I will get that. So this is actually a great rig for this ship, I think, because it will increase my CPU, which will, since my ship uses CPU to throw damage at people, it lowers my shield recharge rate, but I'm an armor tank, so that doesn't really affect me at all. So, boom, I will be making that when I can. I got to remember that. So that other guy left. Let's go and try and shoot something. Just one. I want to get my daily skills back. I just used them all. So what do we got here? I think I can get 2,500. Yeah, I need to go kill one NPC. Let's see how fast I can kill him. Asteroid belt. Range. Let's check out our range over here. Never did do that. I know I looked at the base one before I put these on. So the nice thing about doing the standards, it looks like it doesn't change your base range for your gun. If I put the multi-spectrums on there, that is a shorter range. Actually kind of jazzed to do this. Alrighty. Of course, nobody is in this asteroid belt. Fine. One thing I want to do, even though I don't go through these gates that are here, I like to keep track of them. There are 4 gates in this system, so there's a decent amount of through traffic. And what I want to do is map out where these asteroid belts are that I hunt in, so that I know whenever I see somebody come in system and I see them on directional scanning, how far away they're going to travel if they want to try to come kill me. So if you notice, at the first set of asteroid belts I was at, I was 2 million kilometers away from these two. Now the next group is going to be farther away. Good, good, good. So I'm right near completely different gates. Those are 0.1 AU away, so a little bit farther than the other ones. Boy, there are no rats out here, are there? It's 3 belts. And this is just getting a lay of the land. The other nice thing I like about this system is it has so many asteroid belts, so it'd be tough to pin me down. The second part being, so somebody just scanning asteroid belts would have a tough, wouldn't be able to do it super quick. Also has multiple stations, so that I can warp to a different station and dock up. Somebody just can't camp a station to try to kill me. Are all of the rats hiding today? That's 4? That's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever run into that. Every once in a while I'll run into one or two asteroid belts that doesn't have one in me, but this is low sec. There should be some guys out here. It's starting to kick in. There we go. So go Sanchez. I was kind of hoping it would be um, something cool. Sanchez Beast. We got a cruiser here. This is why I want my afterburner, especially with the shorter range on the guns. So I need to get them within 12 kilometers. They both are. So die. Let's see what happens. I also like to do these to make sure that my tracking works. If I need to affect that at all. Make sure I can actually kill things. Doing a nice clip of 172 and 206 on this guy. So that's cool. Let's start going after him. Mr. Savage. Cool. Got my skill point challenge complete. Nice. Gonna start banking that again. Not bad, not bad. A nice little upgrade. It's a nice little base ship for me to mess around with. I like it. Anything new? All this stuff is scavengeable. Take it home and save it away or melt it down. So what I'm also going to do is build some more different types of guns, try them out, and then slowly upgrade with the meta level ones. And then down the road, I might be able to build some Tech 2s. That's about it. Thanks so much for the comments. One of the guys emailed me too. I so appreciate it. Or mailed me in game. Hope you're having fun coming back to Eve. I am not awake enough to reply to your email, and probably won't until tomorrow. But I really appreciate that. Other than that, like I said, I'll probably do another video either tomorrow or the next day. I wasn't kind of planning on doing one today, but I kind of got jazzed after I saw the comments and stuff. So I thought, we'll do one. This is just a gameplay video today. Hope you guys had a great time. I will talk to you soon. I'm getting hungry, and I need a shower. Have a good one. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.